The next section, the teacher as a philosopher, chapter 4, page 82. When you consider that teachers are charged with the task of preparing students for life in this complex world, it would seem that they, more than any other member of society, are obligated to assume the role of the philosopher. You have to help lead students to think and fulfill responsibilities and portray good citizenship and stewardship, all of those things. So you are the beginning. You're obligated to assume the role. You have to decide how is your classroom going to roll. They answer the big questions by the way they set up their classrooms, by the way they teach students, by the rules they impose, and by the way they relate to others. No teacher can escape the role of a philosopher because they live out their personal philosophies every day they enter the classroom. Now, just because I use certain things, as I used the bell the other day with you guys, not everybody can have success with that. I remember Miss Hagan, first grade teacher at Bean Station Elementary. We had K through 8. It was K through 8 building, K through 8 students in there for bus duty. And it would just be getting chaotic for me. Miss Hagan, who is much shorter than I am, a very petite lady, could walk in the gym and do this. And the gym would fall silent. And I turned to her and I said, I want to be able to do that. And she said, then you have to get that control. And so it's all in building that philosophy. How are you going to run your classroom? What will be the design of your classroom? How will the day-to-day happenings occur? What do you expect from your students? Another one of my pet things is probably authority. I have a sense that we're losing it, that our young folks do not respect authority figures. And so for me, it was making my students answer yes ma'am or no ma'am. Very simple act to do, didn't take a lot, but it spoke great respect to me and to others within the building. So anytime they answered row, it was here ma'am. Anytime I called them, they asked them a question, they always ended with the word ma'am. That may not be your cup of tea. That may not be something that you feel like is important. I know my parents could not believe I was getting the children to do that, and it was even overflowing at home. They were actually saying yes ma'am to their mom. So the parents were enjoying it as well. Clearly the reflective teacher is a natural philosopher. So you're just going to have to stop, think, did this work, did it not work? Let me try this, let me try that. You're constantly going to be changing and finding your true philosophy. And I'm not sure you ever find it ever goes and stays the same. I'm constantly revisiting, reflecting, and altering every year I've ever taught. So I hope you're doing the same.